Good day, everybody. I'm the Lady Hippy, and your ass is at the bar. So we have a little background music, but I can hear that really loud in my headphone. Yeah, I'm the sound mixer. I'm everybody. Uh, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at you guys. My screen changed. I, this is why I have a stiffener ready at all times. It is for entertainment purposes. We are at the bar. We're also listening to Hallelujah by Pantuitus. It's gorgeous. Those guys, I love them when they do Mary, Did You Know? Yeah, I was dancing to 50s music earlier. It's just seeing the kids, they were like, in a row. We rescued, I see, I'm a little loud here. We rescued several kittens over the past 2 months. Whether they be brought to the door or I found them hanging, literally, for two of them. So that's not going to happen again. Same thing happened to four of the ones we brought in. So, yeah, because you have to nurse them back to health and pray they live. Um, Pixie, she came because she just stepped into my hand and I couldn't say no. Her eye was so swollen she couldn't see and stuff, and she was going to lose it. And my husband keeps saying I miss my calling because I'm the vet here. Yes, Google has everything. So once again, oh, I see. My husband bought me this. Isn't that a beautiful little rose? Rose. That's love it. It's got the little dangle. I don't know if I have it right here. I'm backwards on camera, so it gets me every time. So yeah, I like to bling when I come out. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's a little ceramic rose itself, and then the rest is metal and well, I would say diamonds, but that just you just can't do that, and it's not on me per se. And yes, my jewelry has to be either perfect sterling silver or like 20 karat gold, because otherwise I do the poison ivy thing. It's like within 20 minutes I just light up. My kids used to test their jewelry on me first before they gave it to their significant others. My stepdaughter and my son I refer to. And I'm so proud of both those guys and my children, my grandchildren. I just, yeah, they rock. They really do. So, guys, if you're seeing me, you should hit the like button. It takes 2 seconds. Share a little bit. Hey, look at this old lady. If she can do it, bring, yeah. I keep saying, just, I'm an old woman. Bring it. Y'all afraid of me or something? I don't know. You should be. I used to chew up cardinals and spit them out. Yeah, you can't say I'm any one religion or another, or at least I can't. I don't believe in organized religion. I believe in not per se religion, but my own religion, if that makes any sense. Do my own work. To, you know, you look into all the I love the Hindus. Yeah, the purple often thinks a little off, but I'm not doubting that that's what was running around there. They found the workup and look it up. My grandson says, "You lose people all the time, Grandma. Is that why you don't like people?" I said, "Yeah, pretty much. You can't talk to them forever about makeup or their kids, or you just can't. I love them to death, but I bore them stupid. I'm on a different wavelength than they are. I always have been. So I didn't want to talk about certain things. Everybody knows my opinion on the treason that was committed when they attempted to murder former President Trump. It was treason. It's flat out treason. There's no incompetency. You don't do incompetent with your Secret Service. You just don't freaking do it. They were not incompetent at all. They meant to kill the man. The only incompetence they found was that, the shooter was a 20-year-old who'd only practiced, like, apparently once with this weapon. He bought bullets the day before. Some little finder thing. I don't even remember. Look at the film. This man gets off 8 shots before you hear the sniper go. It's like, it's like 28 seconds. Look it up if they haven't taken them down. I hard drive mine and actually made a freaking cut because I knew it was going to take it down. So, I expect people, and I've seen it. Yes, I fidget when I get it. Don't say nothing. It is entertainment. I'm going to be here all damn week. So yeah, I see I'm glitching occasionally. I am better, I think, at showing off my. It's a big bag of cat food, and then I put them in the smaller containers that we buy their treats in, so that I call it my wall of food in our storage cabinet. There's a wall of those, and they were getting low. When they started getting down to like the two tiers on the. I had my husband grab either, or me, a 40-pound bag of cat food because that lasts a couple of weeks. There's a lot of them outside. They're not mine. They're not anybody's. Either they were thrown out here, or I think some of them. I know one of them actually too had returned. They had been gone for a year or something, and they come back. And then this one is, I believe, it's the grandson of the first Patches that was the only cat I was helping with broken paw. Now a lot of them are black, they're white with black spots. That's why I called them Patches. There's kittens everywhere, and he's been gone like 3 years. So I don't know where that's coming from. And the original mother, little Mamacita, I called her, which means it was redundant. It was Mamacita was little mom. So it broke my heart. It still does. We do everything we can to help them. There's only a kill shelter here. Yeah, so we can't take them there. Richmond County, they do not like animals. They don't want to save any of them. There's a lot of domestic cats that are thrown out. In our cul-de-sac, we have a forest that wraps two sides of our home. And it's $5,000 to take down a tree. So isn't that ridiculous and redundant? It's rip off the old people, basically. Now I understand there's somebody that's advertising if you're a senior citizen, call us and we'll do it for $39 a tree. And my husband's like, I have to mow that shit. Don't call them. I couldn't resist. Bless him, he's out getting me a new tire and a rim for my little Chevy Cruiser. Chevy Cruise is a Chevy Cruise, a little black Chevy. It's cool. My favorite car, I think, I don't know. My husband has bought me, you wouldn't think so, but in almost 4 decades, he's bought me several cars. And he always gives me the pink slip. And for about almost 15 years, I drove a superb Cadillac. I loved it. With the gold key, it was one of the longer, older models. I think it was a 97. And I drove it from like that into like 2015. And he kept trying to get my car, and I kept going out, and I had for like ever, there was like 3 cars. I had 2 cars. He kept getting cars, and I go, no. Then he got me a little Honda. I like Hondas. My first Honda he bought me was, I loved the red color it was, and had the pop-up lights. So it was like style. In my 40s, I thought I was all that. Well, hell, I was all that. Just check it. Now I have the glasses on just to make sure I can see me or any trash behind me. I love the little rose. Robert bought me a beautiful little rose. I said that already, didn't I? But it's just so cute. Even I can see where it's at. And it's not too big. I'm wondering if the music might be making me go up and down here. We'll put it back further. I put new batteries in, guys. That's why I don't have to turn around. I just go, look where that. And so, yes, I have my little stiffener. And for those of you who are new here, it is the bar. There's a reason it's the bar. Now, I get up before 5 a.m. and I'm running around. And by 10 o'clock, I'm blooming hungry. I'm looking for lunch. I've kept this schedule my whole life. Basically, even though I get up at that hour, I didn't always run out the door. I usually had an hour or two to prep. Yeah, my generation was the same as my parents, adopted or no, heroes of World War II and so on, Depression era, all that. So you didn't even check your mail unless you were well coiffed. I mean, what is it my daughter said, granddaughter rather? Well groomed. I thought that was something. She's a mess. She's taller than me, beautiful girl. I wouldn't let her outside. I love her to death, just to pieces to my sunshine. My grandson stopped in to see me. He's 25. He's an Army veteran too. I pushed him into ROTC and told him, don't even try to go to college. Don't do it. You're going to party. Take your ass to the military and go home. Of course, I didn't realize exactly what I was saying because I was the first company of women. I ended up having the most rank, which is not a good thing in the military. You get all the shit. In any event, we were the first women company, the first women to train with the men, and they disbanded the wax. Well, apparently we were in midair because we were expecting to land in Alabama and be waxed. And when we landed in South Carolina, we was like, hmm. And then we saw we were at Fort Jackson. We were like, oh shit. I did my homework. Forgive me. So I knew it was, oh shit, I knew what this was. We had Vietnam Rangers and, bless their hearts, his drill sergeants and XOs and COs. And yeah, we had all those O's. And we lost one girl because of her heart. She nearly died on us. And very few of us back then knew CPR. I was one of the few, unfortunately. It's a lot of no pressure. Make her live again. I'm good. I'm calm. So I keep moving about in my headphones, as anybody who knows me or has been here before knows. I wear these little headbands because I can put the headphones on and it keeps them from sliding down here. If they're down there, I don't think they're really good. Could just be me. So I see I've been caterwauling, as they say up here, for a few. Again, the Trump thing, I try not to talk about that, which is why people go, oh, they forgot about it. I said, that's a cute little watch my husband bought me. I don't buy these things. He pretty much does that for me. I went a little bit off here. I have both the silver and the gold, and a lovely little fall necklace. Again, Robert bought me. So yeah, we've got live chat on this morning. If anybody wants to chat. I don't see too many people up here. By the way, everybody, I am so grateful and so surprised at all the birthday wishes already. You guys rock. Most of them on Facebook, guys. Yeah. And I keep forgetting. I posted, and I'll do it live. And usually I try to post it before I leave the studio, hence the bar. And I forget half the damn time. I'm old. What can I say? I make this look good, trust me. Do I need that 2 hours? Bought some makeup yesterday, and the clerk's all looking stiffy. I don't like that. I like happy. So I was like, I'm old, hence a lot of makeup there. She fell out. I like to do that to the cashiers if you get one. Generally, I'm at Walmart complaining that I'm an unpaid, untrained cashier. And yeah, I think the visit was 5-star. I freaking rocked that shit. Back when I was doing that as a second job, yeah, you had to make change in your own head. It didn't pop up on the screen. You had to punch it in. You had to go by what was actually on the thing. Oh, it's $7.75 for 4 months worth of sugar. Today it's like you can fill up a sugar bowl. You really want to have some backup sugar, you'll have to get $25 out. I do not know how this is continuing. Truthfully, I don't know. I don't vote. Electoral College elects the president before the people vote. Look it up. Not the senators, not them, not the House, not the Senate. Those are elected by the people. I never vote. It's not going to do any good anyway. Did you guys see when the Trump vote went down? How many hundreds of thousands of ballots were in mail bins or garbage here, everywhere. They were in rivers, on bank signs. But no, that Trump didn't get that many votes. The hell he didn't. They were just everywhere else. The absentee ballot vote is only supposed to be for active military or active working overseas somewhere. Now you can just say your ass at home, but and your great grandpappies and their great grandpappies use the phone book. A lot of just use the phone. It's easier. Get them ballots. Also, it's cute because I actually went when Obama was elected the first term, just in my own head, because I thought he was a great guy and I thought he would do things for the country. He did pretty good. I don't think so. The second time around, he was too busy being the czar. All of them had the czar time. That was what? Yeah, our first president said, no, it will not be king. I don't know if anybody understands that, but that's what sorry means. Like king. So they were king of this, king of that. And every one of them, well, either stole or screwed off, or basically both. Welcome to the Congress of the United States. Estados Unidos. We have the Spanish commercials. You can't get out of them. You have to sit and listen to them. My Spanish is improving, though. Not sure if I would have wanted to spend 30 seconds with that, but yeah, that's new. That's really new. I'm talking about on YouTube. I don't know who else has caught that. I got this headache right behind one eye. Everybody knows those. So yeah, I didn't want to talk too much about that. The UK's melting down again. Stop that shit. Y'all ain't protesting. Y'all out there vandalizing. Y'all are vandalizing about vandalizing. Y'all got pissed off supposedly because these people are tearing up your country, your city, your children. Mm-hmm. And how did you treat that freaking tragedy? If we can call it that, that's not a strong enough word for the murder of 3 children, or for the murder of one of the teachers that stayed over the top of them trying to protect them with true heroin and she passed. No, they say it wasn't a terror attack. My happy ass, it wasn't a terror attack. Those kids are still terrified. The ones that are still fighting for their lives are terrified. Makes it a terror damn attack. Oh no, the boy's not Muslim. It doesn't have to be a Muslim to be a terror attack. What the hell is that? Talk about one-sided or racist. I don't know how you would label that because I don't do the label shit. Everybody bleeds red. Get over it. And I agree with several black actors and a few others that have said, what is it with Black History Month? It's racist. You don't see a Native American month. You don't see an Irish American month. You don't see that shit. You don't see them marching down in cities like London and stopping the traffic for these guys to march by holding the Palestinian flag while they are in the United Kingdom as indigenous migrants. Again, I don't know what that wording's about. They really work on that wording. Yeah, they may take me off. I don't care. This is social Woodstock. I keep insisting on that. I keep reiterating the fact that this is social Woodstock. Everybody talk up here. Come see me. See me in the live chat. It's up today. Hit me in the comments. Share, like, dislike. I don't give a shit. It's good for the channel. No, I don't make any money at this. I'm not sure if I could if I tried. I hadn't tried. I'd just get up here and opine. Excuse me, as Bill O'Reilly would say. Hey, show Bill. I like Bill O'Reilly. Joe Rogan, shout out. Yeah, Casper side. Yeah, guys. Yeah, this is Twin Paranormal. I don't know if that's all of you or not. My little cigarillos. I always say little cigarillos, which cigarillos means little cigars. I used to smoke a cheroot when I was in Europe. It didn't have the filter unless I put my own on there. I had a nice little one. So, like the 20s, you had the cigarette holder. And a friend of my husband's was here at the bar, and I said, "Oh, let me try that." And now, tried to buy one for him. He wanted to sell it, but he gave me one. And then after that, my husband bought me some per month. He gives me 10 a month, so that is about 1/3 a day if I want to, or less than that because I'm not supposed to smoke. So yeah, so I don't even buy myself. My husband buys them for me, and I try not to, and I generally limit it to up here. I won't say why I had to quit smoking. It was absolutely brutal. Yeah. I'm like George Burns. I'm going to have my glass of whiskey and my cigar because, like, I'm old. Mm. She didn't want to light this one. Mm. Robert's better today, which means he's not here. Excuse me. I'm going to try to jog that a little bit. Cheers. Mm. I love the little airplane bottles. I used to collect them. I gave it up. I got a few. And so my husband, whatever that is, you see that? There we go. There's a lot of glare this morning. He buys me the little bottles of whiskey with the little Cinnabon. I call it fireballs. Yeah. Actually, they do use fireball. Um, Not a lot of people can shoot straight whiskey, and yes, I can. There's a lot you learn in the military. Let me tell you, I'm sure it's not changed much. I mean, I'm really sure because I hit the VA all the time. That's where my health care is. That's another story. I'm not going to go there because it's a very long story. If you want to know more about these things, hit the comments. I'll try to flesh it out. So, yeah, I fidget while I'm up here. Like I said, I really adore the little brooch that I have on. So, hence the earrings. I usually don't wear hoops, but these are really, they work real underneath these because it brings the other ones square into pinching at your neck. So, it's hard to get the ones that you can set these above or almost onto. And these are a set that I like. And they were not inexpensive. Let me say that. So, and I try to wear everything my husband bought me, even my rings. I have to switch them out a lot because I have a lot. We've been married almost 40 years. Excuse me. And for the first 20, actually for all of them, he either buys me jewelry or a weapon or both. And I do this. I really do the same with him as much. I used to get him a gold rope or a pinky ring, something of those. He can't lose and everything I gave up. He bought his own, and I don't like him. There's a skull, a big old skull. I think he has a cat's eye on it. He's a turquoise. Just again, it's a big one. It takes a certain way to wear the bigger ones. And a lovely scarf I need to wear. So, I mean, it's a great little scarf. Since our birthdays and anniversaries are at the end of the month, 25th for me and 28th for him, we're going to go out. I'd like to go to the comedy club. I don't know if we can get there or not. If we do, we can't get drunk. So I'm thinking about having my son drop us off and Uber back. So we're contemplating it. We'll put it that way. But like I had stated before, the 4 kittens that we just rescued, and there's 3 of them that are still really tiny, um, about 8 weeks, I think. And then there's Fast Walker, the 4th one. I'd say he's about 3 months, and we're about to have him snipped because we don't like to wait till they're having a problem. We do not want them spraying in the house. Um, so we have some other males that are not going to be happy with us for doing that. Somebody else, basically. So there's actually 2 of the wee kittens are men. So since the one is younger, we're going to get the one fixed 1 month, and then the other one fixed the next month because there went our disposable income. I love being on retirement. This is true. I love it. I love the government telling me how much of my money I can have. I love that. Don't you? You look down at a check, see what you're paying? You think the state gonna give you money back? We haven't had any money back from the IRS in 20 years. Or yeah, or before. When the kids were still home, we get a little bit back. Nothing compared to when they took. We get a little bit back, a little bit back. The kids moved out, and grandkids moved in, and shit dried up. I had a couple of comments once that said, "Well, you're pretty funny, but you're kind of serious." I was like, "Yeah, kind of, sorta, yeah." I'm talking about world events. I'm talking about the fact that we should all be concerned. That doesn't mean we have to come up, shout, and scream, and be depressed, which accomplishes nothing. But it would be nice to hear from other people and opine about this stuff. It can't be just us alone. I hope. I just don't know. I've had other comments. How do you get up there by yourself? You don't have a guest. You're not dropping videos. I like me. I think I'm entertaining. I really just don't like to buy into pulling other stuff from other people who've worked to put this out. It just seems like plagiarism. If there is something that you would like to see, you can tell me, but I figure you could pull that up yourself just as fast as I could and get back to you faster. So, yeah, I don't make money at this. I do this because I want to hear from people. I want to see what comments we got. By the way, I had one in there for where's everybody from? We can do that again. I like that. That was pretty cool. So, I'm not asking to make it to 50,000 subscribers. I am asking everybody to start using social media as social Woodstock. Talk to each other. Don't talk stupid. There's a lot of stupid people. I'm sorry to say. No hate mail. Well, bring it. I'm bored. Nah, I'm never bored. I got so much to do. It's just comical. Laundry, sweeping, mopping, polishing, dusting, polishing. All the wood has to be polished. Unfortunately, I let my husband talk me into smoked inlaid window or glass on cherry wood tables for the living room. So every day you're taking it out, cleaning it, telling them they can't get on there. They do whatever the hell they want to at night. Cats. So, yeah, that's always fun. And I don't know how many of you have seen, like I said, the UK protesting against Stop It. You idiots. You are protesting at what somebody else was doing already. You're protesting the protesting. You're breaking out windows in new homes. You say you got no place to live. Not rocket science. Smashing windows in businesses and so forth. Yeah, you don't need to shop there. Your mom's only been a customer for 45 years. You don't need it. Idiots. You cannot do this in violence and then call yourselves peaceful demonstrators with a righteous cause. You can't do that. Look at yourselves. You should be ashamed. Be ashamed. Should be ashamed. There's 14 families that are grieving in an inconceivable way to any of us. We couldn't even come close to understand. Oh, we say we can't. We give them flowers. No, we don't. Our child has not just been brutally murdered or savagely attacked. No, we can't say that. We can say, oh my God, that it happened to someone's child. But everyone is a child of someone. But that's not something you go out and tear your town apart for. I understand it. We all understand it. In this country, in your countries, in any free country on this planet, this is happening. They're using your laws against you. They're using your own people who are stupid. Yeah, they've got them roped right on in their ass. The women in particular, I'm sorry, ladies, but y'all either don't watch the news or you don't understand what letterbox means. Do you understand that if you marry a Muslim, that they're allowed to kill you because you didn't do something right for their honor? They can kill you. If you didn't know that, maybe you should read that Quran before you jump into that wedding dress. Several teenagers went over to these countries many moons ago, before Trump, I think. Might have been after, but in any event, as soon as they got there, they were murdered. Some of them, people never even figured out what happened to them. Using as sex slaves. What the hell else? Ladies, watch the news or investigate. I mean, these are when times you can investigate anybody. You can investigate a wart on a toad's ass, and it will have an answer. I did hear that Google's gotten too big. Excuse me, gotten too big? It's been too big. I watched as they took apart Mount Bell, and I was like, yeah, they did. They gave everybody warning, those stockholders. So, yeah, now they're going after Google. It's kept Bing and other search engines not as profitably wealthy as Google. Google's been here a long time. Look it up. I've been using Google both at work and at home, and this is fun for me. I'm retired now, so I'm not actually. I'm bossy. I've always been bossy. I tend to run the place myself. For me. I'm the leader. Get the hell out of my way, because you're doing it wrong. I don't know if that always makes me right or not, but it's fun. Could be why I have my stiffener before I come up on air. Well, we've talked about the birthdays, and again, shout out. Thanks for those wishes, guys. Just in case anybody's wondering, just joined in. Live chat's on. Come see me. Entertainment only. I do not make money. And I keep reiterating that. I'm still broke. So If anybody wants to see me and says so, and thinks I should, if I get that many in my audience, I might consider another avenue. But right now, the only ones that are on my channel are actually seeing me, and I don't think they should pay for that. I really don't. If I get more popular, to sell merchandise and so forth, it's good for the channel. And I want this medium used. I want everyone to feel comfortable enough to say, hey, I'm tired of this shit and knock it the hell out. Whatever that is. I've had a cold. I still have three of the cats. It's the damnedest thing. And my throat keeps getting constricted. I didn't take my medication before I came on. I forgot I'd been up this long. So I better have to put that out for a little while. I don't think I've been smoking. Yeah, it's out. This is again why, and my son too agreed I could have that because I'll hit it once or twice and it goes out. So I'm not, and smoking a cigarette didn't work. I tried to cheat. I had to let my husband, I didn't even have to let him know he knew. It's a visible side effect, so I really can't smoke cigarettes and very little of my cigars. So I really hope that everybody out there, and I pray that everybody out there's loved ones are well, that they're well. This is a rough part, I think, of history. And I think that will be borne out. You can say the old hippie told you. We were right about the barcodes. We were right about all this stuff. We went past George Orwell's 1984's book like it was just a post-it note. One of the bullet train. This time everybody figured out maybe figured out what was going on. Everybody's weaponized but them. So I feel for England and Canada. I'm like, oh my God. In the United States, there are so many immigrants, and I've seen this. This is what you people are protesting about in the United Kingdom, but you're not protesting in the right way. It's not how you do things. In America, even the police started coming. They burnt down police stations and police cars and murdered a bunch of innocent law abiding citizens and trying to help in their local areas by being police officers. Now, yeah, you get a bad apple in every bunch. I don't care where it is, who you are, military, whatever. Um, which is why our Constitution, Bill of Rights, made sure that we had the right to bear arms. So our country could not break down our door and tell us we couldn't look at that Bible. Hence the freedom of religion. They couldn't break down our door because at a tavern we were talking about what an asshole the mayor was. Yeah, freedom of speech. There's a lot of amendments everybody should know, but the fourth and fifth are pretty. Yeah, you need to know those. Look them up, memorize those. It's also how you would talk to a policeman. You have to be respectful and make sure that your rights are protected as well. And again, Americans aren't going to let go of their Bibles, their guns, or their families. And we're not going to do that. We've did that before. So have the Israelis. Oh, I know everyone says Jew. That's not actually entirely true. Um, but yeah, I don't know as far as you want to say Jew. These guys have had pogroms after pogroms. I don't know how there's three of them even alive, let alone in our country. And, everybody's talking about also that Iran's going to just blow up Israel. Really? Huh. Where's that Dome of the Rock at? Hmm. Who's in control of that territory? Anybody? Anybody? No? No? Yeah, that'd be Jerusalem. It's one of their three holy sites. Do you really think they're going to throw a missile at that? No. They're going to keep it around the border like they've been doing. It's still killing folk. It just ain't taking out cities yet. Because they know that if they try to go that far, the Israelis aren't going to take the gloves off and that mosque will be gone. And if you're lucky, they won't hit the other two. They've already been shut around the world and decimated horrifically. For some of you, maybe World War II will come to mind. Case in point. I can't give a history lesson today because I got to get off the air soon. I think I've addressed a few things, I hope. If there's any questions, again, throw them in the comments. My chat's up. Bring it. Grow a pair, folks. Come on. I don't know. Maybe if you watched a half hour of a broadcast, you could decide it's the good thing to do. Let's talk to each other. Let's find out why there's a 20-year-old shooting at the former president, period, whether he was running or not. And of course, the incompetent civil servant. Now, when those 8 shots were fired, you didn't hear that ninth one, which was the sniper for the Secret Service. You didn't hear that. Sure. Mind you, when you're dodging a bullet, seconds take hours. It takes a long time. You can throw a lot of ammo in 28 seconds. If you know what you're doing, you can throw a lot of ammo out there. If you're locked and loaded and you ready, it's only been biblical, the grace of God, that people have not been murdered en masse like that rally. Seriously, what if you were in there? I did hear some people say, well, I understood it. I thought it was true at first. Then I realized it was all an act. Really, that dude that died, the fireman that died, that he was acting? Well, Trump doesn't care who he kills. You know, he's Trump. Yes, they had the guy in for having a couple of documents, which they might have placed themselves there because nobody was there to see what they were picking up in that home. And they didn't have the right to do that. You don't do that to a former president, period. If you do that and feel a need to do so, there is a Secrecy Act, which works for you, but it doesn't apparently work for former President Trump. Yeah, it does. Because luckily the courts have upheld that. In Atlanta, oh, yeah, they were having fun trying to get that done. That didn't fly either because everybody that's, well, I can't say all the police, but most of those who are in office in Georgia, I live in Georgia. It is one of the most corrupt states I have ever been in. And I have been around people as a veteran. I've been around. I've seen some shit. Made me want to leave the U.S. after I got here. I got 5 more taxes than you have, like in Texas or Florida. The food tax has 2. 2. You can't afford the freaking food, and you got to pay somebody 2 taxes to buy that tomato. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that's about. So, and again, I'm trying to just not touch on too many things today. The UK again, stop it. Do something constructive. Help those people grieve. Put some black on and get your asses out there ready for a funeral. Make sure that those funerals have hundreds of thousands of people. Make sure of that. Show some respect. Show yourselves some respect. Because you might want to go to that burger joint next week after you burn it the hell down. What you're doing is hurting your own people. You have no room. You got no places to rent, to buy. There's new track housing out there, and you're busting every window in it. What the hell? I think I said that out. Maybe I'll be a little pissed about that. And yes, by my DNA, as you can see from my color, I'm United Kingdom. Irish, Scottish, and English. That's all I have. I'm Britain to the core. Love the place. I always did love the monarchy. We'll talk about reincarnation at different time. There's all kinds of stuff to talk about. Um, Paranormal used to be something people don't understand about, and they kind of, get back. Your inmates are loose. I know, because I was one of those. But you turn around and see a demon in the back window of the porch door, and you're holding dishes, and you're 12, and you can't move. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the exact terminology for petrified. You can't move. So I hear people say this, and I recognize and can relate. Twice it happened. Twice. I couldn't even drop the damn dish I was holding in the name of surprise. My mother called my name. I don't know how long I stood. It felt like a week. So we were adopted. Okay, just to let you know. So my parents, World War I, Depression, World War II. So they were elderly by the time I was that age, and I didn't want to upset, especially mom. Didn't want to upset mom. She needed the stiffness all the time. She couldn't take seeing blood. I've never been able to faint. I wish I could have. I've seen some stuff in my day too. So yeah, I have had bouts with the paranormal. Uh, when she yelled my name, I could move, and my eyelids must have shut down and back up because I did not see this thing leave. However, I did finally drop the dish I was holding. I could move. I'm out of here. And I didn't want to tell her what was wrong. And she's like, "Are you all right? You're okay? What's wrong? You look scared." No, I'm terrified. I was petrified. I'm terrified now. Thanks a lot. Started trying to find out what the hell I saw, and it progressed from there. And so I love Ed and Lorraine Warren. I always will. They were the ones who dealt with this in the 60s, 70s, even up into the 80s. Nobody knew about this. Or you were just ignored or what have you. Nightmares, sleepwalking, sleep apnea. They came up with everything. But oh shit, there's something over there. Because you didn't have the cameras. They finally came out in the 21st century. But before that, cell phones were exactly that, cell phones. They started toward the end of the 80s, just getting those out to everybody. So the 90s, they kept improving them, the flip. So I had the flip, I had the slider. Those were cool. My husband, every time they came out with a new one, he got a new phone. And in those days, you didn't get to keep your number. So everybody's got a camera. Everybody's got literally a computer, a studio, a theater, movie production at their hands. Literally. Filming, making a movie, and everybody's watching it. And that's bitching. It wasn't like that when I was that age. When I was that age, you had a manual typewriter where I did 60 words a minute. There's nothing on no letters on the keys. You had to memorize where to put your hands in. Stop that! One of my cats is trying to turn my favorite chair into a scratch pad. And she's going to learn how to live outside if she does that. Yeah. So the paranormal is real. Everybody can now, like I said, you can film it and toss it up live. So at least some people saw it before they took it down. And that progressively got better. Sightings, tabs, ghost hunters, all that. Now, again, everybody can investigate themselves. They don't have to call around and look and do America Online and search. Like I said, we didn't have that. We had the card catalogs. We were screwed. You'd find one or two things. I come out of the library for 20 bucks, and they all knew me at the library. So I didn't have a turn back time because they got tired of checking out the books because they was back in a day or two getting more books. I also love archaeology, I love history. And so all that was, tons of stuff. And I do like things like elves. And I think these things did exist. And I've seen them. As a matter of fact, I have seen them. I don't know. Look it up. Put it in there. I've seen the little gnomes, little garden gnomes. It could be cat. I know everything could be CGI. But at the same time, maybe it's some of it real. I let the kittens out today. Of course, now they are jumping on the big cats, and the big cats are coming out of their fur in midair and then dropping back into their fur. I go, we have hardwood floors now, so they're all trying to. I love it when they do that sideways dance. I'm just mean to the core. So I'm about out of time. My husband's, like I said, run out to get me a new spare tire and rim because the other one is down, and he doesn't like me to go around without a tire. I just call Uber and tell him to fix it. I'll find that bitch. I don't put gas in her. I think the gas is on the dryers. I don't know. He does all that. And he fusses at me. He comes in and says, "Do you know your car's on empty?" No, that's what you do. I couldn't tell you. He gets exasperated. So he's out doing that for me. Mm. And I, of course, have to start laundry and cleaning. Now, this is not all we do, is it, ladies? I'm a. The kids say I'm COPD on that. They're right. Everything in a place, everything clean, which means I dust and vacuum and all that every day now because we have kids. Yeah. Uh, one. I've been reminded I need to watch Russell Brand. I need to take time to do that. He's going to be live in a few minutes. I haven't had time to watch him live today. Mm, that's good. Mm, that's good. I found after I'm almost too old to say what, and I really couldn't drink soda as much. Six Flags, wherever I went, they pay $5 out of soda. I couldn't drink that. It's, and I hated paying the same amount for water, so I get the damn soda, at least a sugar rush. So I found that there were sodas that weren't on the soda aisle. They were on the other side of the soda aisle. I don't know why. But at the three stores that I visit, that's where they are. The bottled sodas, the Orange Crush, the Strawberry Crush, the IBCs, drinking black cherry is really good. I got cherries. I've been eating. They were exactly the same as my kid. My kid. When I was a kid, we used to have a cherry tree. Oh God! And the cobbler mother would make from them. Oh no, she did not teach me to cook. I did take home ec. I just wasn't good at it. My son's a good cook, and he used to feed me between jobs and college, and I would flip by, make sure get him home, and he was a latchkey kid. That's where the coin phrase came from. I didn't know it was illegal to let your kid go in and make a ham and cheese, what have you, both soup, tuna fish. I mean, he would make sure that something he knew when I would be coming through. And I would generally have an hour, maybe hour and a half, because I had to get back out. And most of that was in San Antonio. And it was busy even back then, as those have been there. It's like Spaghetti Junction in Atlanta, only it was the 80s and 90s. So, he knew I was going to be doing that. I had been doing that his whole life. He was born in Germany. So even as an infant, he knew him. I was going to tuck him like a football and run for it. She got two jobs so she could pay for daycare that she really doesn't get to use much of. It's free daycare. Assholes. Yeah, but you always had to work. I mean, now they give you, they forgive your college and university debts. It's hard to say that. Still hard to swallow, too. Jackasses. Worked two jobs to get through each time I went through college, and I went three times. I graduated high school twice, once because I was bored. Mm. It's nice to sit up here and relax. My hour's almost up. Gotta let the husband back in, damn it. I want, every once in a while I get these questions, so I usually throw out, what I'm doing. I got a nice sheer sleeve black blouse on, and I have a maxi skirt on. It's one of those with the chiffon, like the really see-through tissue layer, like on the outside. Goes down black down to just about mid-thigh, and then it picks up seams of butterflies and different flowers. It's really quite pretty, and it floats because it's got that little see-through part on top, and then the floor-length black slip, and then there's a slightly thin crinoline layer that comes down to just past knees, so it keeps it out. I like these looks because they work well for me at my age and my. Shut up! Wait, I don't care. I'm not going on a diet. I just buy more clothes. Your weight goes up and down apparently. These, like it has since I was like 55. It's just up down up down. Finally, I got pissed about it. Said, okay, whatever it is today, it's the fat day. I understand now why people have those clothes because I didn't when I was younger, up until about 50, 55. And we're the same size. I think I went from 4 to 6, But then it was like, oh my God, I hit an 8. You're kidding me. Who said that? Where'd these come from? These are huge. Like I said, you kind of accept certain things. I like being at home now. At first, yeah, it did drive me a little crazy. And then I was like, what the hell? Hey, I can do what I want. I don't have to impress anybody. I don't have to do everything. I don't have to put up with anybody. I can just do what the hell I want. I like that. I pretty much did what I wanted anyway, but it's different when you're getting paid. Oh, yeah, I'm getting paid because I get my Social Security, which apparently is an entitlement, even though it was my money for 50 years. Who knew? I've been working literally on paper since I was 9. And I know this because whenever I do things with the government and I have to go through all the channels to get through. Yeah. Who is your mother's maiden name? Did you live at one of these addresses? They know where. Are you kidding me? They know they know shit I forgot. I couldn't tell you the addresses in San Antonio. They can. You can have me look it up. Both myself and my husband were looking at our licenses going, well, when the hell are they due for renewal? Got tags this year. Well, every year in Georgia you have this. You have them I miss Texas. But they're not $900. I'd like to know how come the insurance companies are keeping all my damn money. I ain't had no accident, no tickets. I want my money back. At the end of the year, I didn't do shit wrong, and you got my money. After 15 years or whoever with the same company, they just keep raising the premium. It's like, oh my God. No, I'm not leaving it on auto payment because you shits took another $50 this month. I keep the house at 72 degrees. I'm old and at 73 degrees. I know it's 73 in the house because I perspire. I don't like to perspire. YouTube is beginning to get me. Besides the Spanish ones you have to sit through. Every 10 seconds you're having to tell, yes, I'm still watching. So they know you're not watching. I'm listening to music. I don't have to watch the ads. So I put it on music. But I've been known to throw on like Ancient Aliens while I'm cleaning the house. I prefer the music because I like dancing while I'm doing it. It's just more fun and keeps you in better shape. Which my little cigarillos there shouldn't be done. So I have to try to, like I said, keep that down. I'm going to have to go. Yeah, everybody, I just adore all you guys. If you just pop in later on Facebook, whatever you, again, throw the comments in. Love hearing from you guys. It is good for the channel. It's good for me. It is social Woodstock to me. And I think everybody should be doing. I should be the only podcaster up here going, this shit needs to stop. It's wrong. Like I said, it's not rocket science. You don't have to go, well, how would I explain this? No, they don't need explained to. They can see that shit on their own. They can pull up the live scene that they just walked out of and set things on fire and shit. They know they wrong. Whoever's watching these jackasses do the shit, and I see y'all watching while they run over and do shit. When they come back, clothesline their stomp on them, something. Shut them the hell up and get them to a cop. Put them in the damn paddy wagon. They don't need bitching. You will never make a change if you continue that. It's happened in America, and now it's happening in the United Kingdom. It has been happening in places like Germany and other places. It's got to stop. If y'all want to do something in particular, as I stated earlier, help the people who are suffering such a terrible loss. There's just not words to describe what happened to these little babies. And I actually, when I think I made it to day 2 and was checking. It was sometime later actually that I saw the young lady that was the teacher that died. As you guys say, unalived, you jackasses. I don't need my language changed, by the way. It was damn skippy the way it was. It got you to that age, didn't it? Stop taking down statues of the Civil War. It's history. Get over your ass. And by the way, most of us who have been slaves, which is how the United Kingdom got here, mainly as indentured servants. What does indenture mean? It means you have 7 years of slavery, and if you're lucky, you can pay your way out. So everybody's been a slave. Get over it. And by the way, slavery mostly was they went in, they got your ass, they brought you to the goddamn captain of the boat, and that's how you got taken as slaves. It's been several hundred years. Enough. We know. Once you talk about the Native Americans that have been slaughtered, that entire races have disappeared. They committed genocide. You smallpox and every damn thing else. No, none of us are perfect. You have to learn to tolerate your fellow man. They have the same rights that you do until they cross the line. And you bitches have crossed the line. Way across the line. At least mine. So did my country, which is why I'm still pissed at my country. Get up here. It's Social Woodstock. Who knows how long we can do this? Already, YouTube is changing things. They've already got a breakaway channel. You got to pay for it. They come on constantly and tell you, do you want to do this? You could do it here without ads. So already they're changing YouTube. I haven't checked out Instagram and X and all of them. I haven't because I've always used YouTube. It just seemed easier. It's the same system. But again, they've been changing that shit last year alone, just the last year. I don't know how much longer that we're going to be here and be able to speak to each other using this medium live. I could be here in Georgia. You can be in Australia. And that is so fracking cool. So bring it. Come on. Either talk to me, tell me, come in the comments, tell me you got your own podcast. I will join you. I will come over and talk if that's what you're doing. I have also seen there are a few others like me, but they're making money. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Some of them I am subscribed to, but it turns out you're subscribed only to the first channel. They have a second one. But again, I have to go. So if there's something you guys want to talk about, anything, put it in the comments because I'm going to have to tap out. I appreciate all you guys. I really, really do. If you guys think that maybe the channel should make money, please don't bother. Say something about it. I would love to hear that. I really would. Then maybe I get off my sorry butt and do it. I just have it. But in the meantime, keep it real. Be with God. And I don't like to push that on anybody, but at least follow the 10 commandments. Yeah, it's broken a few times. That shall not kill us. That doesn't mean it has to be broken by you. If you're out there because you're worried about your children being killed or your children getting a prayer mat facing Mecca, you can do that peacefully because they're not. So be good. Love your fellow man because someday you may not get a chance to. And with that, guys, to it.